So last week, Judy of Judy's Homegrown and I discussed the 7 categories of ways the home garden can offer you health and longevity. And today, Judy's going to give us a tour of her backyard food forest and actually front yard as well that she's got growing here in Southern California. Hi, my name is Charles Malky, biologist and plant expert with Ivory Organics, where we grow cool plants, and author of Saving the World with the Home Garden. And today we're here with Judy. And if Judy, you can introduce yourself and the things that you do to help benefit your neighbors and community with their backyard food forests.
Hi, I'm Judy Frankel from judyshomegrown.com, and I have 20 years experience pruning fruit trees, vineyards, and roses, and showing people how to grow edible gardens.
So people can just go and visit judyshomegrown.com. I'm putting that website link here on the screen as well as in the video description below. So that lesson on the 7 categories of gaining longevity and health and happiness that we did last week will be shared in the video description as well below this video, as well as Judy and I about a year and a half ago, we did the impacts of 5G, like the solar tower impacts on bees and how that's affecting the honeybees, which at the end of the day, if those populations decline, then our food growing success is going to decline as well, and that's going to cause a major global catastrophe. The other things that we also discussed in the past are growing tomatoes, among so many other things over the last several years, and I'm so excited to have watched your property and your bounty continue to flourish and grow and provide even more food, as you said earlier to me, than you guys can even eat. And even with your sharing, that there's just an abundance of food from day to day with all that you've accomplished here on your property. I can't wait to see your favorite things that you've got growing on your property. And for those watching, just to keep in mind that just behind me here, it was a lawn about a year ago, and now she's transformed it in just a year to productive fruit trees, vegetables, and so much more. Can't wait to share this. Let's get started.
All right. This is a Tango mandarin orange tree, and it was deficient last season, but I fertilized it, and one of the reasons I like this fertilizer is it has everything in it. So that's why this fertilizer has been the go-to for deficiencies in citrus trees for me.
So here we are now in Judy's fig forest, and I know for all of you fig lovers, she's got them all, and I think you started all of this about a year ago?
Yeah, so I started just with little sticks, and I propagated them so they got roots, planted them. Now, I mean, these are all from just little cuttings that happened a year and a half ago. So it's just amazing amount of growth.
So from a 6 to 12 inch cutting, you now have a 7-foot tall tree. Many of them I'm looking around are already supporting fruit as well.
Yeah.
And about how many varieties would you say you have? About?
I think 20.
20 varieties.
20 varieties. So if you come over here, you can see this fig tree has a grape crop sitting on it. But the grape crop, sometimes they're really good, and sometimes because of the early fig that kind of overwintered, they are very dry and tasteless, and you're waiting for the main crop. And this is an Evelyn Lee tree, because it's named after a friend of mine who didn't know what variety she had. So some of the trees are named after the people who gave them to me. Look at these grapes. And this year I have more grape clusters than I've ever had. I mean, look at that. This is a mid-pride peach, mid because it comes in the middle of the season. These peaches are fantastic, either baked or on the grill. They're also good eating out of hand. This is a Eureka lemon, and what Eurekas are good for that Myers are not is you can zest them because they have kind of a pebbly skin, and they are also good for juicing. They don't have the flavor that a Meyer lemon has. Meyers are sweet and oh so juicy, and they're so easy to juice.
So 2 years ago, Judy and I did a lesson on avocado tree care here on our property, and I'll put that link if you want to watch in the entirety down below. And this tree was a small tree, probably 1/3 this size, and was suffering pretty significant first, second, and even third degree sunburn damage that we found within the tree. And together we whitewashed it and protect it organically, and share with us, you know, the results. And I know you're holding the product there, but we basically applied the Ivory Organic 3-in-1 plant guard protection against damaging summer sunburn insects and rodents. And we protected the plant so that it can spend less of its resources on sunburn and pest issues. And now it's grown beautifully. Check out all the fruit.
Look at all the peaches on here.
Just behind you, you've got the strawberries planted in the holes of the brick.
Right.
Here's a little baby strawberry, a larger strawberry, and then in a matter of a few months, you get some magnificent show over here with flowers. Look at all these beautiful white flowers, little green fruit, a few red, but check this out down here. Look at all of this. Look at all of this food.
It could be harvested today. Like
This is
now.
awesome, beautiful.
This is an end of the season broccoli.
Thank you, Judy, again for that awesome tour of your garden. There's still, as she said at the beginning, 100 fruit trees here. We highlighted as much as we could, and there's so much more we'll bring to you in the near future. And for those of you watching, to get connected and continue following through with Judy and Judy's journey with her backyard orchard, as well as other projects she's working on throughout the Los Angeles area, how can they get a hold of you?
JudysHomegrown.com or on Instagram, Judy's_homegrown.
As well as Judy's Homegrown YouTube channel, and I'm going to put all those links for you in the video description below. So Judy's an excellent gardener as well as chef and baker, and all of those things you can learn and experience at JudysHomegrown.com. And I encourage all of you guys to join, support, and follow her journey. If you've enjoyed this lesson brought to you by Ivory Organics, be sure to give us that thumbs up, and most importantly, share us with your gardening friends and family. As always, keep growing with Ivory Organics, and wishing you all
Happy gardening.
happy gardening.